Here done. Hello, hello, hello. This is Charles Butler, and we are live here at Red State Talk Radio. Lil Gil Scott here to get us wound up. I have a great guest for you today, author of Battle for Soul of America, and this is a book that you guys got to go out and pick up. You know what we're trying to do here is we are trying to tell you about what's happening. Hello. Yeah, let's see, is he there? Okay, Mr. Lee. Hello. I don't know if he hears me or not. Hello. 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 Oh man, Mr. Lee, how you doing? Hello. I think he may have. I don't know if he hung up or not. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hello. Oh man. I'm trying to pull him up. Hello. Let's see. Okay, what we'll do is we'll try this again. Go to a new window. Let's see, RSTR. Pull him up. RSTR. There we go. See if he'll come in this time. Hello. I'm trying to pull him in. Okay. I'm here. Hello. Let's see. He'll come back. Let's see here. Okay. Hello. What's going on? I'm calling my guest. Hey guys. Well, anyway, as you can see, ACB is holding her own against the hostile Senate. She is doing exceptionally well, and we are just enjoying her so much. She's got her A game going, and she's killing them. They don't have a clue as to what they're dealing with. See, they're not dealing with a dummy. They're not dealing with someone who's pretending. They're dealing with a bona fide, a conservative woman who is getting it done. Okay, they're getting it done. So I'm sitting here waiting on Mr. Lee to call back. Let me see what AJ did with him. Let's see here. Sorry about this, folks, but I think you'd probably need to, let's see, AJ, we're going to switch out, get over here to AJ, and we'll look for Mr. Lee, Lee. Okay, there we go, Richard Lee, 2:30 today, all set. All set. Where's his number? Where's his number? Don't have it. Don't have it. Okay, so we'll keep rolling here. Waiting on Richard Lee, and he. You know, some of these folks, they're not used to doing radio, and they think that it's their show. But at the end of the day, is what we do, is what we're trying to do, and what we're trying to accomplish. Mr. Lee wrote the Battle for America, and that's not happening today. We're not talking about that today. So let's go back and talk about Amy. What do they call it? ACB now? ACB. We got AOC and ACB. See, she is kicking butt. She's on television right now. She was talking to Dick Durbin. And Dick Durbin was asking her all of these questions about race and homosexuals. And the bottom line is the American people, let's be clear, the American people voted for something called DOMA. Let's be clear. The American people voted for DOMA. The Supreme Court changed that. And this is something that Democrats wanted. This is something in the Democrats' camp. And somehow they're trying to flip the script and say, oh, okay, well, you're going to take these rights away. Well, if you're so interested in what the people think and what the people want, the people did not vote for same-sex marriage. In fact, the people sent a message to Congress that they did not want marriage between anyone other than a man and a woman. Now, you see, when you sit here watching this stuff, you can absolutely go crazy because they flip out on you. They do the 180 opposite. The 180 opposite. And hey, man, Dr. Lee hung up. I'm going to tell him that my guy, Dr. Lee hung up. You know, I spoke to him. Oh, man, this is a trip. I spoke to him. And, you know, we go live at about 2:05. You know, he hung up. Yep. Okay. So that's that. Okay. So let's see here. So Amy is holding her own. She is kicking butt. She kicked Dick Durbin in the butt. She was like, yeah, well, that's the 13th, 14th. I mean, you look at this guy, Dick Durbin. He's the senior senator now from Illinois. The guy's a loser. He's always been a loser. You know, he came from, you know, the north side of Chicago, poor, backwards Irish dude. I mean, how does he ascend to the perfect example, in my opinion, of the last bastion of incompetent white males? Politics, Washington, D.C., and the Congress. This is the reason why I didn't want to go up there, to tell you the truth. Look, let me turn on a little light. Put a little light on the subject. Oh, there we go. There we go. Put a little light on the subject. But Amy's up here holding her own. And, you know, she is killing these guys. They don't know. Well, can't you just answer that question? No, I'm using the Ruth Bader Ginsburg model. The RBG confirmation strategy. Okay. You know, don't tell, don't leak, don't, you know, hey, she was absolutely correct. You know, during the hearings, her strategy was simple. And it's in the Library of Congress for those of you who'd like to see. But she was very clear. She was like, don't confirm, don't, you know, I get it. I get it. So everyone now is using this acronym ABC. ABC on RBG. I'm putting on here RBG strategy, because you can't make this stuff up. I mean, the girl is just hey, I can't comment on that. You can't use what Ruth Bader Ginsburg used. I mean, really? I mean, that's your hero. That's who you're holding. This is her seat. No, it's not Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat. Technically, she was just occupying that seat on the Supreme Court as a justice. She wasn't special. In fact, I hated almost every one of her rulings. I hated where she was. I hated her lax interpretation of the Constitution, in that you're free and everyone's equal. So a pedophile is equal to a man and a woman who have consensual sex. That's what California is trying to push through. They're trying to lower the age of consent. If you don't believe me, look it up. This stuff is real. And they want pedophiles want the same rights as the LGBT community, who wanted the same rights as Black Americans. They have nothing to do with each other. See, there's a little thing in there called morality. There's a little thing in there called value, values, norms. Hey, this is serious. And the more serious we get, and the closer we get to the election, I can tell you that people are lining up. People are lining up and for Donald Trump, and they're lining up deep. I mean, deep, deep, deep. For miles, they're lining up for Donald Trump. And so how can Donald Trump be behind in the polls when you have thousands of people who are coming out? Wait a minute. Not hundreds, thousands of people who are coming out, excuse me, to stand alongside the road and watch his motorcade. I'm not making this up. You just look at the pictures, man. It's real. Donald Trump is the real deal. People love Donald Trump. The thing he did yesterday in PA with the little dancing thing, he looked like those little cartoons that they do of him. You know, he does the little I laughed so hard. I loved it though. I mean, but hey, I like Trump. I got in an argument yesterday. I got in an argument with a young man who's an architect. He's about 35, 36 years old, from Canada, Asian dude. And he says to me, well, I don't know how you could like Donald Trump because, and he goes through all these things and how Donald Trump cheated his company out of about, they put in about 10,000 man hours on the project, architectural project in New York. And Donald Trump came in, looked at it and walked away. And he says, well, they didn't pay. I'm like, hey, dude, you were trying to get his business. That's what you were doing. It's just called business. You know, this is not, it's not about being nice. It's about business. He says, well, you wouldn't be a good businessman because what do I have to do with this scenario? I'm not the guy who was looking for a building or two towers. And he was specifically talking about a project that was on 59th Street, which is the southern street of Central Park. And the project that he was talking about was right next to the Time Warner building, which I've seen. And another company won the award, got the bid. They put the towers up, and the rest is history. So his whole thing is that Donald Trump's a crook. I'm like, dude, how? Help me out with this. I mean, we're talking about business, and you're talking about Donald Trump crook because he treats people bad in business. I mean, really? What did he do that was illegal? You might not have won. You probably didn't like it because you came out on the weekend of this bid. But hey, I mean, it's business. But he wanted to attack me personally. Well, you wouldn't be a good businessman because, dude, what? Why are we talking about me? I'm not bidding on a building. But these young people, these are young people. These young people have absolutely no idea of critical thinking. They have absolutely no idea what's important in life. They cannot sit down and draw conclusions. They cannot sit down and connect dots. That's why you have a guy like Dirty Dick Durbin, who thinks that he can stand up and criticize and call ABC or ACB a racist, even though he never does anything for black people. He only comes to black churches during the election season. Other than that, they don't see Dick Durbin on the South Side, or in black neighborhoods, I should say, because there are other neighborhoods on the South Side, but they certainly don't see him in the black neighborhoods. So I'm going to go live here for a second because I want you to hear, what's going on with this what do you call it? This hearing, and we can comment on it. You guys can comment on it out there in YouTube. But it just tickles me that these guys think that we're stupid. Somehow we're dumb. Somehow we don't know what they're trying to do to ACB. But she's cunning. She's quick. She's smart. She's smarter than all of them. She's like, I'm not a pundit. Sorry. I can't talk about that because I'd just be going off the cuff. I mean, and I rule on judicial issues, not issues that are, superfluous and that I'm shooting from the hip. I'm not a pundit. See, I'm a pundit. I can shoot from the hip. I'm not in a court of law. I'm not under oath. I'm just saying. But they are trying to grill Ms. Barrett, Judge Barrett, soon to be Justice Barrett, because they are going to vote her in. Yeah, they are going to vote her in, no question. So get ready. We are going to have another woman. And even though I would like for her to have been a black woman, we don't have many black women conservatives, judges, unfortunately. And the two that I know are way too old to be appointed to the bench because someone else would have to reappoint them shortly. One lady's name was Janice. I think her name was Janice Collins. She was out in LA, in Los Angeles. Nice lady. Stone cold conservative, though. And she had been on welfare on the streets, got in law school somehow, and the rest is history. She ended up being a judge in LA. Here in America, we have this thing called Joe. And it's really interesting that we can talk about Joe and have a cup of Joe. And I'm going to tune in here to Fox and let you hear what's going on. Let's listen. Well, that was from yesterday. I'm going to try to bring on today's hearing because it is getting really interesting. I'll tell you that. Go over here to Fox. Maybe Fox has it live. Let's see. Fox News. I'm looking at something on TV. It's totally different than coming across my screen online here. FoxNews.com. Anyway, so I hope that you guys are listening to the confirmation hearing because this is important. It's very important. Woo, Lord. And what we're talking about is Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and the latest on Hunter. It is truly incredible. New allegations on Hunter and Joe are bogus. That is not true, man. Standing her ground. Wow. Let's see. So we're going to go up here and figure out how to loop in this hearing live. Let's see here if we can hook it in live without going through some other hoops here. Let's see. It may send us through the local channels, but we're gonna listen to it. Everybody's seems like everybody's trying to listen to the confirmation hearings because it's so interesting. And she's such a scholar of the law, and she brings just so much intellect to this process. Like people say, "Hey, man, I learned so much." Um, well, and she's not taking any notes. She's just killing. She's just killing. I love it. I love it. Get them, Amy. Get them, Amy. It's it's who she is. She's a real fighter, and I have a lot of respect for her. And like I said, we're going to pull this up because I don't think they broke for lunch yet. They broke already. And what we're trying to do is break in here and get this thing going. It's always something, man. These folks, they mess with my internet settings. They mess with my internet service. It's horrible. Because today I came in, get all set up, and I'm still trying to wait on this one file to load. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hello. But hey, look, give us a call, 215-867-8255. We're here. We are trying to watch the confirmation hearing, and don't know if they're going to let us. If my software, I see, maybe I should do it in another browser. I think I may try another browser. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna try another browser. Go out here and open up another browser and see if we can pull it up in Edge. Let's see here, Edge, Microsoft Edge. See if we can pull up. Here we go, Microsoft Edge. See if we can pull it up. See what we can get. Maybe I can get it up before they see that I've switched. Meaning these liberal attackers, man. They come at you and they come hard. I mean, like my Facebook hasn't grown in 10 years. It's been stuck at 1334. 1330 every day, 1334. Regardless of what I do, regardless of what I say, it's 1334. So we'll break out of that soon. I can tell you that. It is what it is. Let's see. Amy Cooper charged for a second 911 call on Black Bird Watcher, claiming he also assaulted her. She charged 3 hours ago. She called 911 on another black man in Central Park. This little girl got a problem. Previous unreported call to police, prosecutors say. Ooh, okay. Wow. Amazing. I'm wondering, where the heck am I? Because I'm trying to tune in the hearings, and this thing is trying to link me to some unauthorized sites. And I'm at Fox News, right? Fox News. Anyway, Joe Biden and his son have been busted again for the Biden family making money off of his position. And nobody's saying anything. With Joe Biden, this guy has made money, and they keep talking about Trump. Oh, Trump has Secret Service agents staying in his hotel. Well, that's probably because he can give them a discount, one. And two, they love staying there because they're probably treated pretty special. So what's wrong with that? But people have nothing else to say, and they try to make an issue of something that's a non-issue. So what if the Secret Service agents stay at the Trump Hotel? I'd love to stay at the Trump Hotel. Have you ever been in a Trump hotel? They are spectacular. And they're a great place to be. They're a great place to watch news, a great place to play pool. There was a Trump hotel I stayed at in Vegas. It was a pool table, and swimming pool, and it was just nice, I tell you. Here we are, Tuesday afternoon, just doing what we do. Let's see, McSully. Yeah, Martha McSully. Sorry, Martha, can't help you, baby. These people try to, they send you all kind of ads all day long. I mean, the internet just becomes so cluttered with ads, it just gets on your damn nerves. But Joe Biden and Hunter Biden got busted. Money from the Ukraine, emails found on someone's server, some laptop had Joe Biden's emails all over it. Can you believe it? Wow. So I want to listen to Josh Crasher. He's with the National Journal Politics editor. Let's listen to what he has to say about the confirmation hearing. Martha, I'm looking at Martha McCallum right now without her makeup. She's still a good looking woman, but that makeup, man, it just takes her to another level. But she's good looking. I like her without her makeup. She looks sexy. Martha McCallum. Yeah. Well, they're going to resume questioning pretty soon of Justice Barrett. If we're still on, we'll tune in. We'll tune into it. But in the interim, let's go over here and see what goodies we have on Biden. Biden has said, "Hey, that's fake news. It's fake news. I don't know anything about these allegations. The allegations are bogus." Bull. The allegations are true. Hunter Biden, as Trump said during the debate, Joe tried to elicit some sympathy talking about Bo, who died of cancer. He's trying to solicit some sympathy, and my son Bo, and Donald Trump interrupted. He said, "Hey, I don't know Bo, but I do know Hunter. What about? Let's talk about Hunter." I thought Joe Biden was going to jump out of his skin. He looked so nervous. And he had reason to, because Hunter, besides being a cokehead, is just an unscrupulous guy. And if his dad weren't in politics, he'd be in jail probably. But when you talk about white privilege, which Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham claims doesn't exist, and Hannity, they claim it doesn't exist. That's what we're talking about, and I think it's hilarious. Joe Biden. Joe's like, "Hey, no, I don't know anything about these allegations. I know nothing about Burisma, but the emails that found on this computer tie Joe right into it, ties him right into the middle of it." So who are we going to believe? Are we going to believe these emails found on a computer that tie Hunter and Joe to Burisma, to the Ukrainian government? Or are we going to believe take Joe's word for it? Ta-da! I'm not taking Joe's word for it. I don't know about you all, but because Joe tells big, 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 big lies. Then he got busted. And you know, what's really interesting is that no one's covering it from the other news media because they're in the tank for and they're in the tank unapologetically for Biden. Biden said he hit back. Let's see, Wednesday today. He hit back after the New York Post reopened a newly uncovered email suggesting that Hunter Biden introduced his father, then the vice president, to a top executive at the Ukrainian national gas company called Burisma in 2015. Remember, that's when Joe went over and bailed Hunter out and said, hey, you know, you're not going to get this loan unless you quit investigating Burisma. Hello. Adding that a copy of the hard drive ended up in the hands of Robert Costello, a lawyer for Rudy Giuliani, and a personal attorney for Donald Trump. Wow. Investigations by the press during the impeachment and even by two Republican-led committees whose work was decried. Why are we playing this? We're not playing this. No, don't play it. Nope. They having all reached the same conclusion that Joe Biden carried out official U.S. policy toward the Ukraine and arranged in no wrongdoing and engaged in no wrongdoing. The Trump administration officials have attested to the facts under oath. The Biden campaign spokesman, Andrew Bates, said in a statement that the New York Post never asked the Biden campaign about the critical elements of the story, and they certainly never raised that Rudy Giuliani, who's discredited conspiracy theories and alliance with figures connected to Russian intelligence, have been widely reported and claimed to have such materials. Wow. Biden added, moreover, we have reviewed Joe Biden's official schedules from the time and no meeting as alleged by the New York Post ever took place. Interesting. Well, we'll see. You know, not that it makes a difference. We just need to get Joe Biden off the stage, get him back in the basement. Joe will be just fine back in the basement. And Trump will be just fine out front leading like he does. So I'm going to close that down. Andrew said the sound is very low. Let's see. Sound is very low. Is that better? Is that better? Andrew, how about that? Is that better? I turn the sound up. Better sound. Okay. So hopefully we'll get the sound up there in live chat. Burisma, man, I tell you can't make this stuff up. But we'll see if Joe Biden is telling the truth or not. Who cares? At the end of the day, all I want them to do is to keep their promises, and that's to stay sharp. That's to tell the truth. That's to get the truth out to the American people. ACB is doing well. Barrett declines to say whether a president can pardon himself, and she should. It's not. You know, why are they trying to litigate that? Huh? They shouldn't. It's not pertinent. It's not. Well, we just want to know how you're going to vote. She's not there to vote on hypotheticals. You know, it was you know, these hypotheticals that were killing us. You hear? So it looks like they're back, but I'm glad that ACB is making these statements that are academic. That's putting herself from Antoine Scalia. Sure, she does. She has to, but it doesn't make any difference. Even if she aligned herself with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, they wouldn't care. Trump appointed her. They don't want her in, but she's going to be in. There's no question. Dick Durbin started off talking about how she was the first nominee that ever was nominated after July 21st in an election year, and then they tell the lies about Lincoln. Lincoln didn't hold off because he wanted to see who was going to win the damn election. Who would do that? No one but a fool. Politics is not about being fair. We know that from the way Democrats treat Donald Trump and the American people. We should have had 2 stimulus packages to give folks, $1,200. People should have had about 5 or 6 grand. Not that that would help either, but says the video shows conservative activists behind closed doors. Our organization is going to be harvesting ballots. Wow. What does that mean? That should be interesting. That's in the Washington Post, though. Can't believe anything you read in the Post. And then they talk about how Trump hoovered over Barrett during the confirmation hearings. This is a topic in the Washington Post. I don't remember that. Well, when they talk about hover, not physically hover, but they were talking about Donald Trump in the abstract, that he was hovering over her because he appointed her, which cast, as Dick Durbin said, cast an orange cloud over her nomination. No, it doesn't. The Constitution says the president is the president for 4 years, not 3.5 years, not 3.25 years, 4 years. So, you can't have it both ways. What are these people trying to do? They're always trying to confuse us. They're always conflating issues. We're still talking about Roe versus Wade. Well, Roe versus Wade is a precedent. I mean, it's established law. What else do they want us to say? They're talking about dissembling the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, that's so that I think it's concluded that the average policy for a family of 4 went up 250% under Obamacare. That's a lot of money. So you get people who are saying paying $500 a month or $1,000 a month for healthcare, and you have that go up to $2,500. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of doggone money for healthcare, and we're paying for other people's healthcare. We should be happy about that. Get some damn jobs here, Barack Obama. Let them pay for their own. I don't think it's a great thing to be on your parents' healthcare till you're 26. Really? People should have a job so they have their own healthcare. Right? Okay, gotcha. Right is the answer. Yeah, right. So, these people, they've constantly lied and tried to trick us, and it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked at all. I'm looking right now at, in fact, I'm going to go back to the home page, and maybe we can pull in Amy. We can pull in pull in some of the confirmation hearing. They're talking about updates. I don't want the updates. I want the actual hearings. Maybe we can go to CNN and tap CNN. Yeah, maybe go to CNN, tap CNN. I don't want this. Let me go over here to Edge again. Pull up Edge. And let's see, Microsoft Edge. And we'll pull up CNN, see what we can get. Okay. Yep. So we go to CNN, see what we got. Sometimes they'll shoot it out live without charging people. But, going to, the breaking news. The breaking news is They said Barrett won't say one way or another if Trump can pardon himself. Why is everybody pinging on that? Mm, And this young woman who called a 911 on a black bird watcher, they said she'd done that before. I always tell people that white women are the bane of black men. The bane. They're our biggest enemy out here. They always have been. Right now, I wish I could play that clip of Pelosi going off on uh, what's his name? What's his name? Wolf. Oh, I mean, man, she went off on CNN's correspondent on Wolf. She told his butt up. She said, "I'm glad I got to say that to your face." Man, I laughed. I laughed so hard. I mean, that was good. That's the kind of stuff that you want to sit down and uh, lay your head back and just have a good guffaw. I mean, a good hard laugh. But you got to listen to this. This is incredible. We're going to listen to this. Here we go. Nancy Pelosi and Warner Wolf. Come on. Here we go. Wow. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, what a piece of work. She was so angry with Wolf because he challenged her because he knows, and he basically said, Madam Speaker, you are holding up, you're holding up a stimulus package. You're holding up money from Americans because you don't want Donald Trump's name on a check. He called her out on it. And she got angry. I can't believe you people are protecting the president. And we know damn well that CNN has always been against Donald Trump. They use every opportunity to castigate the president. And Nancy Black, I don't know why you make apologies for the president. Okay, right. So, like I said, when you listen to these things, man, you go crazy. I'm going to listen to the confirmation hearing because that is what's going on. That is really what's happening. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day, to listen to my show and to listen to what we're talking about over here. But, there are a lot of things going on in the world. Remember, I talked about the WHO, World Health Organization, talking about Donald Trump was right in about not shutting down and about stopping the people coming over from China. Sorry, done deal. How can you can't believe it. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. Even if you wanted to, you can't make it up. Good stuff, though. Just great. And I can tell you that a buddy of mine, Wayne Allen Root, who has a couple of TV shows and a radio show, we were talking, and you just cannot make this stuff up. It's incredible. It's incredible what's going on. And it's incredible what the president's doing. And it's incredible how the people are responding to the president. Because they love President Trump, as I do. He's a great guy. He delivers. And we need 4 more years, if not 8 more years of Donald Trump. Believe me, this country would really be turned around. But, Donald's getting a little long in the tooth. I'm sitting here, and I swear to God, it looks like it's snowing outside, but it's not. But, man, it looked like it was snowing outside for a minute. I can remember those days. They'll be coming soon, I can tell you that. But, look, we're getting ready to close out the show. Don't forget to go over to the confirmation hearing and check it out. It's really worth listening to because this is one nominee who understands the law. She understands all the intricacies of the law. And she talks about it and breaks it down in layman's terms so that you can understand what she means. She's not trying to talk over anyone's head. She's talking to the senators. Now, that lady from Hawaii, God, she is so ignorant. I don't know what her educational background is. But, man, when you talk about ghetto fabulous, this chick is ghetto, okay? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. But we're going to get ready to get out of here today. And just remember, Amy Coney Barrett, she's leading the way. She's going to be the game changer. It's going to make America great again. We're going to turn this country back into the great moral compass it used to have. Because everybody's forgotten about this thing called morality, if they ever knew about it at all. And it's something that we need to see more of in our society. Sorry I said that, but it's true. We need to see more of it. So I'm going to get out of here and listen to the hearings because I'm looking forward to it. I'm telling you. The second half, she's got today and tomorrow, and then they're going to vote on it. So let's keep our fingers crossed and wish her luck because she'll need it. And, that's a little music that's telling me that it's time to get out of here. So we'll little Santana today. You remember this, don't you? Yeah, I do. It's back when smoking a little of that bud, everything was beautiful, if you know what I mean. Little Santana. Let's listen to Santana. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Uh-oh. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Take care. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Not hearing anything right now. Wow, just heard you moving around. Heard the video. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll take care of it. I promise. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Okay. And